Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Dr. Hibbert. Today we will be talking or addressing the first of the 5 temperaments and how they deal with holiday stress. I'm going to ask you to remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you will receive all 5 uploads. Temperament-related stress is not the same as everyday stress of worries over money, overwork, overindulgence, and relationships, etc. It's very important that we understand the difference between personality types because it can definitely help us to head off potential conflicts as we go along day by day. Below, I've listed the 5 temperaments. And as I told you before in one of the previous studies, that most researchers report 4 temperaments. We report 5 because there are definitely 5 temperaments, not 4. All right, we have the choleric, which is the worker, and he's Mr. Popular. We have the melancholy, the thinker, and that's Miss Perfectionist. We have the phlegmatic, the peacemaker, and he's Mr. Laid Back. We have the supine, the servant, and she's Miss Approval Seeker. We have the sanguine, who is the magnetism, and he's Mr. Popular. Let's look at how the choleric deals with holiday parties. This includes home parties, office parties, church parties, neighborhood parties, school parties, etc. And may I pause here to remind you that in the dark space below, I'll be highlighting some traits of the temperament as I go along week by week. Okay, the choleric will probably want to orchestrate all the parties and expect everyone else to do as they are told. Of course, if you look in the shaded area below, cholerics are very controlling and they're independent. They're accomplishers, and the choleric, they initiate, but they do not respond. They like things to be on their own terms at all times. Their stress comes about when they can't get people to go along with their specific plans. In order for the choleric not to be stressed during these planning these parties, they will need to allow people the right to make suggestions, etc. And that is something that is hard for them to do because all the suggestions, comes from them. At the same time, rather, they're very friendly, very warm, very outgoing, inspiring, optimistic, and relationship oriented, and they interact very, very freely. By allowing people, if the choleric understand this and learn this, that if they allow people to make suggestions, they will not become angry and they will not become stressed because people are not following their specific plans. Why they're angry and why they're stressed is because people do not follow their plans. And the choleric has to be in charge at all time. Again, at the bottom in the shaded area, they're very good leaders. They're tough-minded, and they're self-motivated, and they're good decision makers, and they take on responsibility very, very well. Let's look at how they deal with programs, holiday programs. They will probably initiate the program. They will be the first to volunteer to direct or to appear in the program. You see, the choleric, they express a great deal of love and affection, because when they're doing this, they're very charming, and they pull you in with their affection and their charm. But the weakness with the choleric is that they approach weak people for deep relationships. Okay, although this is program is not a relationship thing, but at the same time, they whatever they have to do, they look for weak people, because in doing so, they're better able to control them. Their stress comes about when they take on too much and they become overloaded. They usually do a great job. Therefore, they will take on more than they can handle. Um, they like to socialize and with people. As I said, they prefer to work with weak people because truly they can control them. And another thing, if they don't do what they say, then they will resent them. But cholerics can be very domineering. In order for cholerics not to be stressed, they will need to limit their involvement in the programs, which is not a easy thing for them to do. The reason why, because they likes to be in control, and they have to control people, they have to control things. In so doing, when they don't have their own way, they can be very abusive, and because they do have abusive tendencies, cruel, and they're very hot-tempered, and they also harbor anger. Let's look at how they deal with holiday shopping. When they're ready to go shopping, they will want to hit it and get it. They like to take care of everything all at once. Like most people go out there and, they want to do window shopping and they go from this store to the other store. Cholerics don't have that type of patience. They don't have that type of time. And so they're going to act up, and they're demanding that you get it done. Just hit it and get it. Let's go back home, because they have things to do. So their stress comes from the fact that they can't get others motivated to hit it and get it, because most people are probably going to try to resent them, because you go shopping, you're not expecting to just, not everybody can do that. Some people can, some people will just go get what they want and head back home. Most people, most temperaments, they will want to spend some time out there, and that is going to annoy the choleric. Okay? Because the truth is that they expect everyone to listen to them and to do things their way. And if it's not done, it's going to stress them out. In order for them not to be stressed by shopping, they need to learn to allow others the opportunity to take their time and enjoy shopping. Um, the truth is, again, because they're so impatient and they're so bossy, they're telling you, come on, let's get it done, time to go. Choleric sees everything as a task. That must be done now, right now. Must be completed on the spot, right now, no time to waste. They need to understand that their friends and families are not like them, and may want to enjoy shopping a little longer. Like to stay a little, spend a little more time out there. Okay? And while that's happening, they're saying to themselves, these people are so incompetent. They take forever to get things done. That's the choleric we're talking about. Number 4, let's see how they deal with entertaining of guests. This includes family and friends. that stay at their home for the holiday. Um, there is something about the choleric that they have to be in charge of everything. If they're not in charge, there's something that could happen with that temperament is that they can maybe want their guests, not they didn't say it by words, but their actions will allow the guests to leave before their time because again the choleric is so bossy and wants to control everybody and everything. They wants to control, although they might not be doing the cooking, but they want to be in charge of it. Everything. They have to have a voice in it. And the truth is that they do enjoy having family and friends at their home, and they are usually excellent hosts. So since the choleric likes to be in charge, they will plan activities that they feel their guests would enjoy. Um, their entertaining stress can come from family or friends who invite themselves. And this is very serious because, some people just show up with another uninvited guest, family member, so on. And choleric won't deal with that very well. It's because choleric want to be in control. And when friends or family invite others that they did not give them the go ahead to do so, the choleric feel like they're out of control. And when they're out of control, they can be another case to deal with. So in order for cholerics not to be stressed, they will need to, even if it's in their mind, give permission to family and friends to be in the home or to be in their home. So if they give the permission, it's okay. So this is because giving them permission means that the choleric has total control. I hope this helps with those of you who are living with a choleric, a little much more how to deal with them and just get a better understanding of that temperament. See you in the next video. I would invite you to purchase this book at Amazon. It will help you to understand yourself better and to understand your spouse or whoever it is, family member. It will help you to have a better understanding of the person you're dealing with. All right, next upload, we will be dealing with the melancholy and the same thing and how they deal with holiday stress. Until next time, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Have a blessed holiday.